Somebody once told me that I could make some money by bullying some people online. So I grew a gnome goatee and put on a stupid beanie and started making up some dank lies. So I'm making death threats and I'm calling people nigger, counting that cash on my channel's growing bigger. Never you mind that I was already banned from my racist, homophobic, hate speech rants. Found a loophole, now it's my goal to poison the online punch bowl. You never know who are my docs, so y'all can suck on my cocks. Hey now, you're a Keemstar, get your hat on, MLG. Hey now, you're a Keemstar, get your sociopathy, and all we care about is news. Personal attacks and harassment is totally new.
Like, I literally want to kill this dude. It's not a threat, it's a promise. I want to fucking kill this dude.
Oh, fucking righteous fucking nigger, Alex is doing this shit.
Can't wait to report your death.
Like, seriously, what's wrong with you, asshole?
Everybody type in the chat, Alex is a stupid nigger.
I only do this show for money. That's it, alright? I don't do it to entertain people. That's just a fucking scam. I really hope you die of cancer. I hate every single one of you. Fuck the fans.
Hey now, you're a Keemstar, do a trick shot, MLG. Hey now, you're a Keemstar, eat your popcorn, go tea, and all I report is the news, if you can call this news. Somebody once asked, could you spare me from harassment? Your content is a fucking disgrace. I said yep, and to save my rep, I'm gonna bully you until you're dead. I'll punch you harder than my girlfriend's face. Well, the hate keeps coming for the show where I'm running. Even if I get banned, I'll just keep on coming. Doesn't make sense to give up this shtick. I make mad money from being a dick. For revenue stream, it is my dream to take online gossip to the extreme. I'm a sociopath, don't you know? I'll do anything for a little dough. Hey now, you're a Keemstar, get your Keem on, Keemstar. Hey now, you're a Keemstar, you're an asshole, Keemstar. Keemstar is a no.
Tired of going down, tired of myself, tired of this town.
Yeah, Freestyle Friday number 17. My name is idubbbz, his name is Tom Petty, and here we go. Small pond, big pond, the fish are the only difference. City out of harmony, lingering on the dissonance. Fishermen wrapping up citizens with their fishing nets. Sometimes chemical, some played old imprisonment. Dissidents laughing at themselves as if they had a voice, acting like technology really gives them a better choice. Protect the borders as we stack up our elitism. Defeatism is what we pretend that we keep believing in. I'm straddling both lines, the quietest revolt. Politicians fake like they caring that we vote. Legalese verbose, cause if it's plain English, then that's ADD riddle, and riddle children might get it. And if they do, then you're fucked. When they know what's up, you might start seeing public servants dressed as little punks. No tie, no suit, they just looking for some.
Welcome in, everybody. Hopefully you're having a great Thursday. It's not quite a flat Friday, but it's close. It's close. So Riv is scamming Nietzsche. No, I'm not. Look. Nietzsche, I reached out to them. They sent me an email address. I gave that email address to you. Did you reach out to them? Did you reach out to that email address I sent you? Because, okay, did they ever email you back? Never replied? Okay. All right, I will reach back out to him. Yeah, I ain't gonna listen. I am not gonna sit by and let one of my, supporters and stuff order merch and shit and it not show up. I'm just not gonna do that. I'll make sure. I'll get behind this. I'll as soon as the streams are with Nietzsche, I'm gonna get on it. I will. So yeah, I'm a little sick. But it's okay. Exactly. No one's left behind. And, hashtag Nietzsche Gang, Nietzsche Gang, Nietzsche Gang, right? Guys, can I get that? Hashtag Nietzsche Gang in the Nietzsche Gang, Nietzsche Gang. Got to do it 3 times. If you don't do it 3 times, then you're not true Nietzsche Gang, right? So let's 100% get that in there for the Nietzsche Gang. Boring. JFA, the only thing that's boring is your online career, dude. That's boring. That's what's boring. All right. Where's idubbbz? We're gonna get into idubbbz. Don't you worry about it. Don't you worry about it 1 second. We got plenty of time for idubbbz. So yeah, I've been gone. I was gone for a few days. I took a little, I guess you'd call it a vacation. I went down to South Texas and visited with my eldest son. Me and the wife went down and we visited with him for a few days, hung out, and went and seen some of the attractions down in that area. Had didn't visit me. Yeah, there's a reason why, Gigi, because you incessantly stalk me. You harass me continuously. You send me Instagram videos that nobody wants to watch or see, and you think they're funny, and they're not. I don't know what else to tell you, okay? I really, truly, I don't. Anyway, let's just get into it. So I love when people ask if I had enough coffee, like that's even a thing, right? Right? Like, what is enough coffee, for crying out loud? What is a freaking enough coffee? I don't know, but whatever. So anyway, idubbbz. Wrong button. Push the right button. Come on, man. Jeez Louise. I don't like it. Is that a better one? Yeah, it's a better one. So idubbbz put out a tweet. He put out a tweet on the 12th of April while I was out and about, visiting, what have you, and said that on the 16th that...
Fuck you, Peepaw! Fuck you!
Thank you for the $5. Bring back Gigi's palate cleansers. How about new? And anyway, put out this tweet saying the content chop returns. The content chop. Whatever. Now, one of the things I did find interesting was that H3 responded to this. Right? Says, let me guess, me, were not more prophetic words ever spoken. Right? So the day that idubbbz puts this video out, or this little trailer, this little teaser, if you will, puts that little teaser, says, hey, the
fuck you, Peepaw! Fuck you!
Exactly, Liana. Fuck you, Peepaw. Nobody cares what this babbling old man has to say, right? He never gets anything right. He has the most horrible takes in the entire world. I don't know why people even come and listen to him, because he just rambles on incessantly. It takes him 30 minutes to get through a point. He has to pause a half a dozen times because his damn, what do you call it? Old man brain, right? Is fucking, I don't know what the hell it is. Shuts down on him. Quit crying, we love you. I know that. It's called sarcasm, Nietzsche. Come on. I know I'm beloved. Everybody loves me, right? Who's not to love the old man? But anyway, he puts out this thing, he teases, right? And when I saw this, I'll be honest with you guys. When I first saw the little Twitter tease. Fuck
you, Peepaw!
Jeez.
Fuck you!
I also bullied you into donating. Well, there you go. It's working. You're welcome. I saw this. I was like, if anybody like gets all super hyped about this, they're insane. 100% they're insane. Because there's no way, there's absolutely positively no way that we're going to get a true content cop. I knew we wasn't. There was no way, right? How did I know?
For a while, I felt like...
Shut up, Ian. You fucking cuck. There's no way we knew we were going to get a content cop. Why? Well, I'll tell you why. If you guys go back a year, we go back here to a year ago, right? To this video here, he put on his channel, goes, I miss the old idubbbz. Yeah, I liked it when he said the slurs. I liked it when he went to Tana Mojo's greet and meet with the fans and he put his arm around her and said, say N-word, right? I want that back. When he would sit there and he would say the slurs. We want the old idubbbz back, right? But idubbbz he's a changed man. He's reformed, right? He's embarrassed, right? Remember this, guys? You like the old Kanye? Who does it, right? Listen to what this guy had to say. Let's remember what he said, guys.
For a while, I felt like if I changed my content over time, that people would see that as a reflection of who I am and what I value. But I'm starting to realize that that is a very weak and passive way to, run my channel and
weak and passive. 2 words that describes you. Like, God, weak. Yeah. This is the same guy, guys. Don't forget. This is the same guy who came out and said that he was okay with the people who were subscribing to his wife's OnlyFans and beating their meat to it, right? He was okay with that. He was okay with guys jerking off to his wife. That was fine. That was okay. Remember this? This is the same guy who said, yeah, guys, jerk off to my wife. I'm okay with that. I 100% support sex workers. But then when Froggy Fresh makes a little throwaway comment during a disc, what you would call a promo, getting ready for the Creator Clash 2, right? He says, yeah, if the guy beats me, I'll subscribe to Nisa's OnlyFans. Well, oh, Lord Jesus, that was one too many tokes over the line. Froggy Fresh, you're out of here, buddy. Canceled. Stop. Out of here. You're gone. Right? You guys remember? Too many tokes over the line, sweet Jesus. He says, yeah, if you beat me in the boxing match, Froggy Fresh, if you beat me in the boxing match, I will subscribe to Nisa's OnlyFans. But I digress, right? Because we got a kinder, a gentler idubbbz. The guy who sits in the corner while his wife makes OnlyFans content so that guys can subscribe to her OnlyFans and jerk off to it. We got a whole new, kinder, gentler, passive, you might say, right?
live my life. So I think it's, if I'm going to have the balls to go to...
You have no balls. You have 0 balls. The only time that you get outraged, the only time that you stand up, the only time that you do anything is when your wife tells you to, because she jerks that choke collar around your fucking neck and says, attack, attack. What is this? $5 from Mikey, critical hit. Thank you. Appreciate that. Oh, that's his first one. Oh, well, let's see here. How do I can't do, what is there? Stop. I thought there was a way for me to like it, but I don't guess I can. Okay. Anyway.
Tana's fan meetup and say slurs at her and then make a video about how it's okay to say slurs. I think I should have the balls to make an apology video and take accountability for the mistakes I've made. So that's what this video is.
So anyway, here's what's interesting, right? This is his apology video. And I'd be really interested. Be really, really interested. This was his apology video. I wonder if this guy, you remember at the end of this new content cop, the quote content cop, because it wasn't a content cop. Let's get that out of the hopper. The video that came out that Ethan put out was not a content cop. He can call it a content cop. He can call it whatever he wants. I don't care. But it was not a content cop, right? What it was some more of his soy boy, passive aggressive bullshit. That's all it was, bullshit, right? There was nothing typical. If he removed his, he unlisted or whatever, the ones that weren't removed by YouTube. He unlisted the, excuse me, he unlisted the content cops. There are what you call archive channels and whatever out there that have them. But if you go out there and search them and you can see them, they were full of comedy, right? They were stinging little jabs and quips and this, that, whatever else against whoever the content cop was on, critiquing him. That's not what this was, right? This was a I'm throwing my lot in with Hassan Piker and his little band of cronies. That's all it is. Now you can be a Hassan Piker supporter. I don't care. You can like his content. You can dislike his content. I really don't care. But this was, this was not, like I said, this was not a content cop, right?
I like beer.
Thank you for becoming a member, Mikey, to the coffee beans there. Badwick, I love you. Content cop was a glorified breakup video. Yeah, that's one way. That's one way of definitely describing it. To me, when I watched it, I sat down and watched the full 106 minutes and 5 seconds of this thing. And to me, it was a, how do I put this? It was a puff piece trying to shine up Hassan to make him look like he's a better person than really is, right? Hassan is a horrible person. I will say this about Hassan: he stands rigid and resolute in his beliefs. He has very anti-American stances and beliefs. He has said some of the most horrible and atrocious things about America, and America is not perfect, right? But it's the country I was born in, country I was raised in. I'm proud to be an American. I don't think by any means that America has all that's going on. I don't think it's like the greatest country in the world or anything. The problem is that if you don't like the country you're living in, right? If the country you're living in is so atrocious, and you are a multi-millionaire like Hassan is, here's an ideal. Go move to one of these other countries. Go move to another country that is more in line with what you like. Go there and make your content. Go there and stream and make your videos and do whatever it is you want to. I don't care. I just think does that mean that you can't criticize the political leadership within the United States? 100% you can. 100% you can. But when you start attacking the citizens of America and some of the things that he said and about veterans, I just think that's kind of shitty, man. I just think it's kind of shitty. But anyway, so I just want to take a real quick couple of little snippet looks at this as Babbitt says, this breakup video, which that's probably a fairly decent take on it, of this video that he did on H3.
The beach is surprisingly dangerous. Consider the fucking thing in our defense. Like,
I bet you is that even a beer? That's probably like a root beer or something. It's probably not even a real beer to begin with. And he's sitting there tatted up. Okay. All right. I'm going to be judgmental here a little bit, right? If you did not know who Ethan was, if you didn't know who H3 or idubbbz was here, or not Ethan, Ian, if you did not know who idubbbz was, and you see a white boy with a shaved head and tatted all up and everything, what's your first response? What do you think this guy looks like? Right? Exactly, chat.
actually, Hila's not a baby killer. Actually, accusing Ethan of killing his dog is maybe too far, because they have mobilized such an insane harassment group that anybody who says any fucking thing, they will attempt to ruin their lives. And once again, I'm the crazy one. It's not bad enough that I have this group of people.
What we do here is go back.
What the hell is the stains all over the front of them britches? What is it? What has idubbbz been doing? Is that what he wears when his wife is making her content? He sits in the corner and beats it himself? Jesus Christ. This whole segment, I guess, is supposed to be him getting back into shape. It's supposed to be getting back where he's ready to, to put back in, get into shape to be the content. What the fuck? Oh God, this is so embarrassing. This is bad. I'm sure everybody's already seen this video. I'm sure everybody's already watched this, but it's just the level of, I mean, and I do cringy shit. I make extremely cringy statements sometimes. I make the statements that people go, I can't believe he said that shit. I'm that guy, right? But dude, putting 4 cigarettes in your mouth, lighting them up doesn't make you cool, okay? I'm sorry. It just doesn't. Oh, God. This next segment is beyond retarded.
What's up, everybody? I'm Hassan Piker, and this is the Hassan broadcast coming to you live from a cloudy day here in California, Los Angeles. We're live and alive, and I hope all the boys, girls, and MBs are having a fantastic one, because today's a beautiful day. I have a very important announcement. I've finally done it. I watched Ethan Klein's content nuke, and I'm not going to call it context puke as I normally do, because the reality of the matter is it was brilliant. Nothing was out of context. Everything was correct. I am an Islamist, fundamentalist, radical terrorist. I am a vicious anti-Semite. It's true. Most importantly, Ethan is more attractive than me, both physically and also mentally. I've been lying about everything, including my glasses. They're fake. He was right about that. That's not even in the content nuke. And he was right about that too. How did he know everything? How? Wake up, Ethan. Wake up, Ethan. Ethan, wake up.
Wakey, wakey, Ethan. Wake up, Ethan. Wake up. Time to be awake, Ethan.
Wake up, Ethan.
This is no longer a dream. This is a nightmare. Wake up.
Ethan, the dumb bitch is telling you to wake up.
Wake up, Ethan. Wake up.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, you guys get the point, right? Horrible. Just whatever. Think of softly falling rain. This is so cringe. No, it's great. No, it wasn't great. This is horrible. This is horrible. And basically, here's the thing, right? Let me find this. Yeah. Let me tell you why this is horrible. This is why. Because Ian idubbbz, right? DEI idubbbz, as he says here, DEI, right? Because, you know, he wants to ring that bell. He's right in here, right? He's with it's like the Legion of Doom or something, right? We need to encourage more videos like this to be made. You know, from a purely content standpoint, right? Because there's people making content left and right, right? Everybody and their brother is making content, right? From that standpoint, I agree. More content, right? Content is great from that aspect. I'm just glad that it's not about the normal stuff that most, is out there going on. Be it, some sort of deranged, deviant nonsense. This here is just basically boils down to you have people from two different ideologies when it comes to what's going on over in between Israel and Gaza. That's what it boils down to. And people have been fighting for that for hundreds of years. It goes back even to biblical times. So, at least we're not doing anything new there, right? We just keep fighting. Do you think being unfair to Anissa's hand puppet kind of rude of you? Yeah, and? Okay, I'm rude. What's your point? The video, the quote, content cop on H3, currently, since it was released yesterday, around this time, I believe it was released yesterday, is right at almost 3.5 million views. Pretty good. Not bad. Good for him. It's garnered quite a few quite a few views. I know Hassan has watched it on his channel and taught. It's kind of funny, right? Hassan pulled up and watched this and reacted to this, but he didn't. He never watched and reacted to the criticisms and critiques that either like Willie Mack did, right? Where he went through, he critiqued. Willie even called into his show. He's like, well, how do I have a conversation with you if you don't, if you never watched my video and you say I took things out of context? How do you know I took things out of context if you never watched my video? And let's talk about specific instances or specific, things within this, my video on you. And Hassan couldn't do that, right? He couldn't do it. Let's see, where is this? I want to fast forward here a little bit. So basically, idubbbz spends an hour literally glazing Hassan, right? And basically doing it, saying, hey, this is all because Ethan and Hila, or Ela, however you say her name, made some comments on how all these people were aligning against them. All these larger creators were coming up against them. And these people that he had defended and he stayed behind and backed up, like idubbbz and Anissa, when they were getting all kinds of being mocked, ridiculed for the failures that Creator Clash 2 was, and all these people were criticizing and critiquing and mocking them. Ethan stood by his side, helped him out, right? And Ethan was basically like, well, where is that loyalty? Why can you not come to my side? So idubbbz's answer was to make a video and spend an hour. And I've seen some tweets and stuff out there where some of the stuff that idubbbz cites in these Reddit posts, and there's a section where he goes over some Reddit posts and stuff. I've seen some tweets about, I'm not really a Reddit user, so I really don't know how to do the research on that site like some of the other, but they're saying that his research is faulty, and that he basically had someone feed him some stuff and they didn't take some time to really look into it, to verify what he was being told. Now, is that true? Is that not true? I don't know. Possible. The one thing that I will say is this, and why this whole video is nothing but a joke. It is. It's just a freaking joke. Is because remember, right? In his I missed the old Dubs video, right? How he did the apology and how he wasn't gonna be that way, or whatever. So to try to temper this hour-long video where he just continuously shits all over his friend, right? His friend Ethan and his wife Hila, who for some reason idubbbz never really mentions her name. He just says Ethan's wife. That's kind of weird through this entire. He doesn't really mention her. He just says Ethan's wife. Like he doesn't know her. Like they haven't been friends for decades, right? Like I'm sure they've sat down and they've had meals together. Remember, idubbbz went on HCHC podcast. Where Ethan used the slur, the thing that idubbbz was quite famous for in some of his older videos, where he was all the time, we do his famous unboxing where he was throwing around the N-word slur and the F-word slur, right? And Ethan or H3H3 Ethan, goes on a whole big tangent, just says it over and over and over again, to even to the point where idubbbz was like, "Yeah, I think you're saying that. I'm a little uncomfortable. You're throwing that out there a little bit too much, right?" Remember that podcast? So to try to roll it back a little bit, to try to show that he's a changed man, that he's turned over this new leaf, that this is not really the old content cop where they just beat abuse or whatever, right? at the end of his video, he does this. I think I've got about the right spot. Let's
And
see.
I'm sure other features and feelings. In the spirit of Kirk saying that it looks like Ethan could just use a hug, I have challenged some of his most powerful haters to put down the haterade and just say something nice and charitable about him, because I think he deserves it.
I just wanted to say that I respect that you are genuinely yourself on the internet. I think a lot of other people respect you for it as well. I think that's a big reason why people were drawn to your content in the first place. I think that's a lot of the reason why your employees chose to work with you over anyone else.
Ethan, I think it's respectable that you even began this journey to leave behind the anti-SJW crowd and step into a more empathetic worldview. I know it's not easy.
Ethan Klein, I think that when you are being goofy, when you're being silly, when you are being lighthearted, and just having fun with your friends, I think that is when you're at your best. So I'd love to see more of that. That'd be sick.
I will be reading my letter off because I don't want to sound robotic. H3 used to be the sports for good that I used to watch.
You can read the letter off so you don't sound robotic. Okay.
Watch. I hope that one day gets back to what I remember. You were one of the inspirations for me to start creating content, so all this has stunk. I hope you really hear this, and I wish you the best.
I think Ethan Klein rocks a buzz cut pretty good, and I think he's got a good choice of facial hair. I think it's really cool what he did 8 years ago, fighting that frivolous lawsuit. That was pretty fucked up, and fighting it, he changed YouTube for the better. And I thought that was cool because I thought it was like he was fighting for free speech.
I also see the dynamic of Ethan and Neil. I'm like, fuck, it's really hard to be a couple online and see people attacking your partner, and it's like, okay, like if you come to their defense, if that doesn't always help them, right? Sometimes that makes it worse for them.
And I have been kind of slipping.
Oh, God. So we're going to take an hour and some change of where you've done nothing but continuously critique and just shit all over, I guess at this point, former friend. And we're going to have some people say some, quote, nice things about him. And that makes it all good. Yeah. Makes it all good, guys. It's all good. Don't worry about it. It's all good. It's all good. Don't worry about it. Go to take a look at his social blade. idubbbz social blade. Says that in the last 30 days he's lost 10,000 subs. However, if you look today's date, it says he's gained 10,000 subs, so it's kind of, I guess, negated a little bit. And he's gained like 2 million, about 2 million views today. I don't know. I mean, again, like I said, I don't know what people were thinking. I haven't seen one that really said they were excited about it. I don't think anybody was necessarily, expecting the idubbbz of old. I don't think anybody expected to be a true content cop. In my opinion, the fact that he even called it a content cop is laughable. It's basically it's basically a breakup letter. That's basically what it was, They said, this is what you did to hurt me and I want a divorce now. So anyway, let's see here. So going out to Twitter just to kind of see a little bit what some of the vocal creators had to say about this. I don't know what you'd call it, whatever other content creators or commentary people or whatever you want to call them. Just kind of see what some of them had to say. Content Cop. Is it Content Cop or is it Nick Diorio? Jeez, I can't even believe that was a thing, but whatever. He said, mature idubbbz justifies Hassan saying America deserved 9/11.
America deserved 9/11, dude. Fuck it. I'm saying it.
That is someone who is extremely frustrated and passionate about a particular topic. In this case, American imperialism and terrorism. You could have looked into that. You could have talked to Hassan a little bit more and found out what his international politics opinions are. But you wouldn't even need to do that. You can look at it online.
America does.
Okay. So, yeah. So, speaking of the devil himself, Nicholas Diorio says, I love when people defend Hassan saying America deserved 9/11 as if he was trying to deliver a nuanced message about American imperialism. He was in the middle of a rage-induced crash out watching a Joe Rogan. In the same breath, he yelled about a terrorist eye-raping a U.S. veteran.
I can't do this. I can't do this. This guy has the understanding of foreign policy of like a 12-year-old. What the fuck? What the fuck is wrong with this dude? Didn't he go to war and like literally lose his eye because some mujahideen, a brave fucking soldier, fucked his eye hole with their dick? Isn't that how he lost his fucking dumbass eye? Because he got his fucking eye hole fucked?
Yeah. So, like I said, if you want to be a Hassan Piker supporter, you go ahead. But for me, touting that, all those innocent Americans that just went to work on like any other day, and they lost their lives because some terrorists decided to fly some planes into the Twin Towers, and then the Pentagon. And of course, let's not forget the one, the Pennsylvania out there where they crashed the jet because they fought back. That's okay. I mean, you're entitled to your opinion. Me personally, I wouldn't piss in his ear if his brain was on fire, but that's me. What do I know, right? Redact. I don't know if you guys ever heard of this company, Redact. They're a app that you can use that will go in and help you expunge your Twitter. They said, hey, Hassan the Hun, we appreciate you purchasing our software to delete these tweets, but we would really prefer if you just don't exploit women instead. We're going to go ahead and refund you. And they have a tweet here that says, I would love to hang in Diddy's, I don't know what that is, Croche entourage and trickle down bang anything thrown his way. Ooh. That's kind of a yikes for me, dog. Isn't that the saying? That's a yikes for me, dog. Oh, Lord. So even we got companies coming out and coming at him. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's kind of like that old saying, right? You can never go back home. 2016, 2017 was a different time. It was a different era. People did behave and acted different on the internet. And, it's kind of, I don't know how old. I'm just kind of curious. How old is idubbbz? He's 34 years old. Okay. So he made the video about being a better idubbbz last year, which means he was 33 years old. And so when he was making the Content Cop, which would have been in 2016, 2017, so we're talking about 8-9 years ago, that means he was in his mid-20s. funny. A man in his mid-20s didn't have empathy. He didn't get it till he was in his 30s. Whew, okay. Anyway. idubbbz has no kids, and neither do his friends, which is why they don't care about the CBS call. You bring up a good point there, Kanga. That was one of the things that Denims was doing, right? She was propagating the story out there that Ethan's kids had developed that or had caught that disease, whatever, right? And fire that from their dog, that it was sick. So then all this Twitter online hate, or not Twitter, but all this Reddit, these Reddit subreddits and stuff started going after him. And then so there was this like massive influx of calls to CPS to come in and, go after trying to get his kids removed. And I'll just say this, and I'll leave it at this. Anytime the federal government, any branch of it, be CPS, whatever, gets involved in your life, that is never a good thing. It's not a pleasant experience. And trying to get them out of your life is basically like having a hemorrhoid cut out of your ass. It's painful. And it's just a horrible process. Listening to Ethan talk about that, I remember when all that was really in the fires were being really burning on that, when they were fanning the flames on it. He was talking about how they came in and then they were demanding to see his two eldest children who were in school, and they were like, we're going to go to school. And they're like, no, you're not going up there and terrorizing and put a stigmatism on my children, and then, like I said, once they get in, you can't just tell them to fuck off. That's just not a thing, right? You're forced to cooperate, and they ask, and I understand, and some, I understand they're trying to protect the kids. I get all that, right? And I'm sure they do some really good, in some instances, they do good things because they remove kids from horrible situations. And I'm sure there are some really, really good, people that do work for Child Protective Services. I mean, but I just know that they ask questions sometimes that, they'll ask kids like, and this is things that these kids will take with them, right? This is something that's going to be one of their permanent memories, is when they had to go through this stuff, and it's just horrible. As related injuries, hey, listen, it's a part of life, Nietzsche. You should know that. You should 100% know that. My boyfriend grew up and out of foster care. You should never call CPS to someone unless you have solid. Exactly. 100%, Kanga. You're 100%. And the thing about it is, guys, you have to remember, they did this. They weaponized this, not because they thought their children were truly in any type of dangerous situations. And look, we've had YouTubers, right, that have had kids and stuff, and they they mistreated the children. Remember Daddy05? Remember that ass clown and his abuse of his children? Remember that? And then there was that other chick, what was her name, that was keeping her kids, that did like the vlogs and stuff, and one of her kids finally escaped, right? And was duct taped, but he finally got loose and went to a neighbor's house. And I think she was sentenced for like years and years, 8 passengers. Yes. Thank you, Kanga. Exactly. Thank you. You know, those people exist, right? But it's not something that you use to try to stifle or something that you use to quiet down people who don't see everything your way. And the fact that they thought that was something that was an okay tool to pull out of the tool belt and use, I feel sorry for those kids. Not because Ethan and Hila were doing anything wrong with those kids. It's the fact that those kids were subjected to that, because they literally set these kids down, and they're questioned, and they're asked some of the most invasive questions. Yeah, they have to ask their kids, are your mom and daddy abusing you? Are they touching you anywhere? It's not just a matter of coming in and seeing, is the house clean? Are the kids being fed? Is there food in the cupboard? Are they being bathed? Are they being taken care of? No, they ask them, when they come in, it's a full-on bore investigation. They'll ask the kids if they're being abused physically. They'll ask the kids if they're being abused sexually. And if you can't see how that would be so traumatizing, I don't know. And how these jokers felt like that was okay to do. That was cool. Let's do it. All I can say is the people like Denims, whatever her name is. If the day comes where you're fortunate enough and blessed to have children, I hope people out there that are detractors of yours does not ever decide to do that and put you through it. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah. Anyway. Well, that's enough of idubbbz nonsense. Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. This has come from the Non-Aesthetic Things Twitter account. And this is what's her problem? Let's see what
Whose car is that outside?
I have no idea.
What the hell?
What are you doing?
Tommy's in the shower, but he'll be out in a minute. I can literally hear you. I'm right here. You guys haven't changed one bit. I hope you changed at least a little bit. What's that supposed to mean? You and Tommy have the most toxic relationship ever. By far the worst couple I ever seen. It's supposed to be 30 times the charm, not 15.
Okay, hey, hold on.
Never gonna work out.
This kid. This kid is something else.
Hold on a second. Hey, we're happy to see you. We were just talking about you recently that we kind of missed you.
Yeah, sounds like it.
I don't know what he's talking about right now, okay? What are you doing here?
Well, we're just trying to, relight the fire.
What?
The dumpster fire? I'm serious right now. The toxic waste fire?
All right, hey, come on.
Oh my god. I'm not gonna call you guys.
Wait, what? No.
What's her problem? I don't know, Kat. I don't know, man. You rave on, though. That's pretty damn funny. I swear it was. That was pretty damn funny. Oh, God. I came across that one the other day. I thought it was funny as hell. Now, this next one, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know where. I've never seen this before, so I don't know what are we doing here. 3, 2. What are you doing? Paul, rate the content cop. Like what, a scale 1 to 10 or something? On a scale of 1, I'll tell you what, I'll go 1 to 5, right? We'll go 1 to 5. 5 being the greatest and 1 being absolute, just like garbage content. I'm going to probably give it maybe about a 1. And the reason why is with him labeling it a content cop, that sets the bar real high, right? And this is the original creator of Content Cop. So that's what I would expect would be that type of a content. It was not. It was basically an old man who took his dentures out and was gumming and slobbing the knob of Hassan Piker. And I wonder, I can't remember. I know I saw somebody, it was either a tweet that someone put out or it was a clip from somebody. So I can't give it proper credit to whoever, but this is what the person said. And I kind of think there's some validity to what they said. In a nutshell was, he's got this content Creator Clash 3 thing coming up right here just directly. And there's been no hype, as there was not for Creator Clash 1 or 2. There was no hype. There was no build up. There was no nothing. And the timing on this is really suspicious. So the question was posed, and I think it's a good question, was did he make this to try to maybe bring the progressive bass and stuff that like Hassan and Frogan and Denims and the rest of those people, I wonder if he's trying to bring those over to support him and support his endeavors and stuff to hopefully make this one actually successful. Another thought that was posted or shared that I saw out there. I think this one maybe actually came from Tommy C. But don't quote me as like, being, because I can't, I don't. But the other question was idubbbz's wife, Anissa, or spouse, whatever. I don't know what pronouns they go by, whatever, but whatever. idubbbz's partner is trying to they're trying to get like streaming and stuff going. So like if they're trying to get something going on Twitch by putting their arm around people like Hassan and those guys, trying to jumpstart that as well. I don't know because I don't watch these guys. I don't watch their content. Hell, I don't even watch Ethan's podcast. I don't watch that either. The thing about the bottom line is in the end of the day, kind of going back on this a little bit, but to me, you had basically a bunch of shitty people that have been shitting on all over each other. And we just had one more shitty person come in to say, "Hey, I want to get on the in the shit slinging," and so he came in and he started and he decided, "I'm gonna go on this side over here, and I'm gonna join them and sling shit at my former friend." So they're all just shitty people, just slinging shit at each other. So people thought that Content Cop would have been Sam Hyde given his birthday. Yeah, I heard. I saw that. I don't. I saw that thought out there too. I honestly, because I when I saw there was a NASCAR, because like I said again, I was out of town. I was vacation, whatever. When it was a NASCAR, whatever. I actually questioned whether or not it might have actually finally been a content cop on Boogie. Boy, was I way the hell off. I was like, yeah, we finally gonna get that content cop on Boogie. Is that what's gonna happen? Is Boogie gonna finally commit seppuku? If you don't know that story, anyway, Sam Hyde CC would have been great only for the reason that Sam Hyde would react. Well, from my understanding, Bad Rick, from my understanding, Ethan learned yesterday. He was live streaming when it went live, and he learned about it. And again, I don't watch H3H3, but I saw some clips out there where he learned live that it was on him. Let me see if I can find that real quick, and we'll go back into these other things here. Hang on. I was thinking it was, who had that clip? Let me see. Was it this guy here? Yeah, here we go. This is this Twitter account, Yeet. The Yeet Twitter account. I swear, this guy, he's everywhere all the time. I don't know how he gets all this stuff. He must have no life, or he must just have a bunch of people that feeds him stuff. But yeah, he was live. So here we go.
What happened? There's more bad news?
I do have some more bad news for you. Some breaking news. Your old friend idubbbz just released a video.
Yeah.
It's about you.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Oh my God. That is no, it can't be.
Well,
it actually can't be. Holy fuck, dude.
It sure is.
Oh my God. Holy fuck.
And from a quick scrub through it, I think, well, it's going to be a little spicy.
Let's watch it. I mean, so like the thing is like, this guy went from saying he didn't want to get involved to supporting people calling CPS, like associating with people calling CPS my family. An atmosphere where someone like Bad Empanada is being platformed by people like Matt Lieb and Denims, who are friends with.
It looks like they're both in the video. Check the description.
Oh my God! Like what? Like what? Why? What did I do to like fucking like what kind of fucking like bro? What kind of cowardly bullshit is this? Like we have one disagreement where I get upset because you guys aren't defending me publicly after everything I've done to support you guys, and like you bring on people who are fucking Denims and Frogan who did a fucking anti-Semitic tier list, and you're platforming them and co-signing them. And by the way, to even make it even more crazy, Lena's fighting in your fight, bro. Like what the fuck are you doing? I actually can't believe that he did this. It's actually fucking unreal.
Pretty wild.
And it's just so pathetic too. Like talk about a bandwagon.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. So there you go. Right. And Ethan, from my understanding, started responding to it immediately. Started reacting, responding to it immediately. And people were griping and complaining about, because he, quote, kept pausing. He would watch a little bit, pause, and start reacting, responding, rather than just let it play. I'm like, and I've seen people on Twitter. I saw people actually on Twitter griping, complaining. I'm going to assume, and I know what happens when you assume things, but I'm going to assume that these were like Hassan or idubbbz or whoever, fans, right? Definitely not Ethan. Fans, griping, complaining, and I'm like, dude, Ethan is like the poster child for fair use. He fought a freaking lawsuit over it. You have to stop. You have to pause. You have to, you know, God, I swear. It's like I think some of these people actually got dropped on their damn heads. Yeah, they're used to Hassan just playing the video with no commentary. Yeah, or just putting on play and walking out, and leaving his chair there to do to do the response and reaction and comment. Right? How many times have we seen that shit? Like for not just for a couple of minutes or whatever. No. We're talking about for like 20, 30 minutes. He's gone. Right? So, yeah, it's just it's. But whatever. Again. You know, so it's just whatever. I think I may have found my new favorite cooking show. I think I may have found my new favorite. This is the greatest cooking show ever. This is from. It's called. I guess TikTok is called Tasty Shreds.
And that's how you successfully. My largest client is now in a bulk phase. Let's begin.
So we're trying to make pancake. What the? This is so damn funny. This cow. They're trying to cook. They're trying to make. I don't know. I think it's pancakes or something. And this cow is just. Let me tell you something, guys. Are there cakes? Are they making cakes of some kind? All right. This is great. No, you didn't sit. I didn't sit. No, Gigi. I found this on my own. I don't know. Look. No, I found this one. You didn't send this one to me. You may have sent it, and I didn't see it or whatever. Because this is on Twitter. You don't even have a Twitter, you silly thing. Look at this. It's Twitter. You don't Twitter. You don't tweet. You're too cool. You're too cool for Twitter. You're over on Instagram. I want to expose you. Gigi, do not make me come after you today. You cannot. I'm telling you, you don't want me. This is the farm to table. We're supposed to cook the meat and put it in the plate first. Exactly. Well, yeah, but that's fresh. That's fresh beef. You can't.
Fuck you, Peepaw. Fuck you.
Bring back Gigi's palate cleansers. You want to? Okay, I'm gonna go into my DMs with Gigi. Hang on here. You guys want to see some of the she sends me? Okay, here we go. Where is this at? Let me see, where is it? What is, let me find some of this, oh God, I gotta go through the 30. Okay, here we go. Here we go. This is a GG. Okay, that's one. Let's take a look at it. Here's another one. Was this going? Yeah, I gotta keep hers blocked most time because of this. Because of the.
I never seen anyone so lucky to get railed in my life. That's a life-saving back shot that staircase just gave you.
What else? There's a whole diatribe of her griping and complaining. Because get this, guys. She sends me this whole big long DM sequence where she went to a butterfly garden things, right? And she's in there, and this butterfly lands on her. And she gripes and complains because the little butterfly, whatever, legs, whatever, was poking her arm. And she was whining incessantly about a little butterfly, for crying out loud. What else? Let me see, what else did she send me here? What is this one here? Let's see if we can do this one here. Every night. I can't see everything she sends me has got freaking music. So you just. All right, this one out here, I guess I can. Let me see if I can. Okay, so here we go.
So bad at it. Why? How are you so bad at? I don't know. This jumping jack.
That kind of looks like what Boogie did. Am I wrong? Kind of like Boogie's jumping jack thing. No, copyright music doesn't keep you safe. No. Okay, I take it back. You know what? You know what, guys? She did send me to the thing on the Instagram. But I'm gonna tell you something, okay? Here's a little news. I don't do Instagram. I don't do Instagram. She says I said I don't. So here's another one. Because I like these guys. These guys crack me up. Peanut butter and moo. Here we go. Dude, this cow is something else. And here's the thing. That's a big old milk cow. It's like a Jersey milk cow. That peanut butter bread's gone. Banana, gone. You didn't get no banana. Get out of here. No, gone. Cow slobber everywhere. Oh my God. This is great. This is actually funny. This is actually entertaining content, and it's original. He still didn't get to. This is great. I love this. This is just great. Now Purple found that one. She found the follow-up one to that one. That was pretty good. Let's see what else. What else? Okay. All right. I'll talk about this for just a second. I saw some people talking about this, whatever. Why am I watching a cow attacking around? They're cooking. It's a cooking show, K-Huck. Come on. Get with it. It's a cooking show. You missed it. They made, I don't know, cake or something earlier with the cow. It was great. It was a glorious thing. So the other day, Keemstar had to abruptly, quickly end the Log Cow live stream because he got word that his puppy, his little dog, had gotten ran over and had died from his injuries. And anyway, as someone who has lost a pet, you know, it's a sad thing, you know. I saw people, of course, you know, the meme, right? The tweet from Christmas all those years ago, right? Where he talks about, you know, he's on his way home and hit the dog and ran over or whatever, right? So, you know, it's sad. I'm sorry for the dog. I've seen people asking questions like, well, why was the dog allowed to run out in the road? I think Keem kind of lives in a pretty rural part of Buffalo, like out in the country. And they don't keep dogs. I think the dog was an inside dog, but of course you let the dog out to go take care of their business and run and do things or whatever, or you're out there playing with it, whatever, right? Anyway, but dogs out running or whatever, and over the years, I've had family members and stuff that have dogs or whatever. And if a dog starts chasing cars, I'm not saying you can't break them of it, but it's extremely hard to get them to stop chasing cars. I don't know if that's what was happening. I don't know if they were out. I don't know if Brantley and whatever was out playing with the little puppy dog or whatever, and a car came by and he started chasing whatever and just got underneath the tires and whatever. But irrespective, memes aside and whatever else, because I do hate that the little dog lost his life, and I do have some compassion for Brantley and Keem both, because it definitely seemed we want the blonde wig Keem tonight, Keem. Chasing cars on our own. Purple. Yeah, so one of Lynx, a former let's see if I can keep my lore straight on this one. She was a member of the Queens, I believe, if memory serves correctly. And then she left Queens and became Keem's like right hand person, whatever, called like second Keem or whatever. She did a live stream today, and she played a video on her phone that she had recorded. It was a Discord conversation or whatever, like a VC or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And it was, I guess like a video, whatever, call between her and Keem. And they had a little bit of spicy talk, as it were. Here's what I'll say. She's 21 years old, and I don't give a shit. The only one that could possibly give a shit and might be upset about it is Brantley, which is his fiance. If she has an issue with it, if this revelation that's come out, if this is upsetting to her or whatever, that's between her and Keem. They're two adults. They can deal with it. I don't give a shit. But yes, evidently, supposedly, Keem asked her to put on a blonde wig. She got topless. And the comment was made about making her face look like a glazed donut. So there you go. I'm sure that all this stuff will be, I'm sure there'll be plenty, because Keem has plenty of detractors and stuff, and I'm sure that it will be discussed at a lot more than what I'm doing, because I just don't really care. They're grown adults. I don't give a shit. They had some spicy, sexy talk or whatever between the two of them, and I don't really care. I really just don't care one way or the other, honestly. Listen, I've got a few minutes to spare. If anybody, Twinkies, Jello cups, and now glazed donuts. Yeah, I ain't gonna say that. If anybody wants to call in, hop in the waiting to call, and we can chew the fat for a little bit or whatever. And if nobody hops in, then I'm gonna call it a day. I'm gonna call it an evening. Let's see. Okay. And nobody's hopping in. Okay. That's cool. So anyway, I'm going to I'll call in next stream. I'm going to the dog park and beer garden. That sounds like an awesome time. Where are your palate cleansers? I just did a bunch of palate cleansers, Gigi. Had I showed how many of yours? Oh God, you know. Don't even get me started with you. But you want old man ones? I don't know. No, Gigi can't cause me to crash out. Anyway, listen, I appreciate you guys. Now we can raid into somebody if you want. People I show out there active right now. Let's see. Lawcow Live is active. Mike the Bike. You guys want to raid into Mike the Bike? I did like 4 or 5 palate cleansers for crying out. You know what? We're going to try. Let me see. I'm going to try to raid into, we'll see if I can redirect to, let's see here. See if he come up. Why does he not come up in my, let's see here, try this way. Copy. Oh, it won't let me. Okay, it won't let me. It won't. Okay, fine. Mike doesn't have it where people can. Yeah, I agree, Kevin. Mike is better than Lawcow, but Mike doesn't have it where he can receive. Call raids or whatever. So I can't. Oh, I wonder if it's because he's on his new channel and he doesn't have enough subs yet. I bet you that's what it is. I bet you that's what it is. Anyway, listen, you guys have a wonderful evening. Glad you guys tuned in. I appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed my ramblings and thoughts and so on and so forth and what have you. Probably won't be back till next week. I got some family coming in for a visit this weekend. So anyway, you guys take care. Remember, guys, keep your powder dry, and we'll see you in the funny papers.